Hello everyone. Today we are going to look into the 3 key lessons from the book Principles by Dalio. Lesson number 1 is to choose your goal. The most important step is to use your imagination instead of being caught up in your current scenario or based on others' opinion and indulging in thoughts like if you can achieve it or not. Then break them down into daily achievable minor goals, like say for example, if you want to buy a house, make positive notions like it is possible to afford it and I have that kind of money. Then you will find your first step, that is to choose the exact amount of money that you would need and make a list of everyday activities that you need to do to reach your financial goals. Constantly notice if your minor actions match your dream. If your little outcomes match your final goal, then keep moving forward. If not, go back to your activities and make some changes. Day by day, your path will become more clearer. The great philosopher Socrates says that falling down is not a failure, but failure comes when you stay where you have fallen. So choose your goal and keep steering ahead no matter what. Lesson number 2 is to allow failures to teach you. One significant cause for many people giving up is that they do not know how to use their so-called failures during their journey. Now the question comes, why they are not able to learn from their mistakes? The author talks about the ego barrier that comes between them and their success or failure. So use your success to make more success. The key is to get out of the ego barrier and start reflecting on your experiences. So the pain plus reflection equals progress, which ultimately lead to success when we reflect it in a very natural way and undergo all kinds of emotions. So raise above your emotions and let the learning happen. According to Dalio, being open-minded is more important than intelligence and smartness. So the willingness to learn can let anyone to fill the gap between what they know and what they do not know. This radical open-mindedness will prevent the feeling of being defeated. So looking at the problems is an exciting challenge to solve, and that is the real way to get over our mistakes. Lesson number 3 is to learn to disagree well. The biggest choice that we all have and most of us fail to utilize is to decide when to say yes and when to say no. Now ask yourself these 3 questions. Question number 1, what are the things that you disagree with? Question number 2 is, do you disagree with them sometimes or all the times? Question number 3 is to choose how to disapprove when you have decided to do so. These 3 things will get you more clarity. The secret is to choose a point to move on from and to decide what should be done next rather than dwelling over the same things. That gets you more closer to solving it. Dalio calls on having a communication system to clearly explain your logic, and as you keep practicing it, it gets much easier in the future, including the hardest bit.